Isn't this a beautiful edition of the Equinox, Volume 3, Number 9? It's in this sailcloth. It's a beautiful, beautiful edition. Anyway, I am back from Sacramento, or we're back from Sacramento, late last night, and yes, we signed a lease, at least a year lease for a beautiful little place in Sacramento, and we'll be if all goes well, we'll be moving everything that you see in disarray here up there, and with the help of many friends that are making it possible. And there's wonderful Sacramento people we're looking forward to fellowshipping with. And as I've got most of my books in storage at the moment, or in boxes anyway, not in storage, I thought today, just for a brief little episode here, that I'd share something with you that's very personal with me, that has something to do, that's found in these holy books of Thelema. My teacher was Phyllis Seckler, which at least initially for a long time, and she's always holds a place in my heart. And oddly enough, or coincidentally enough, or magically enough, the place that we're moving, and a place we're probably going to move quite a bit of my magical things to, is a building that is named after her, the Soror Merrill building, and I'm arranging for some of my magical things to find at least a temporary home there, and maybe a permanent home. Who knows? But anyway, early on in a magician's formal magical career in the Crowley system, you're obliged to, as part of your grade work, to memorize certain chapters of certain holy books. Actually, you're not required to memorize any particular chapter, but it has to be a chapter from one of those books. And one such chapter reading or memorization that I did was from Liber 7, and it's the third chapter of Liber 7. And you're just going to have to take my word for it that I had this memorized letter perfect, and for many years when I could just read it right back to you. And at the moment, it's been quite a while since I've been obliged to do that. So this morning, I'm going to read my particular chapter of Liber 7, which is chapter 3, which is attributed to Jupiter. I was the priest of Amun-Ra in the temple of Amun-Ra at Thebai. But Bacchus came singing with his troops of vine-clad girls, in dark mantles, and Bacchus in the midst like a faun. God, how I ran out in my rage and scattered the chorus. But in my temple stood Bacchus. as the priest of Amun-Ra. Therefore I went wildly with the girls into Abyssinia, and there we abode and rejoiced. Exceedingly, yea, in good sooth, I will eat the ripe and the unripe fruit for the glory of Bacchus. Terraces of ilex and tiers of onyx and opal and sardonyx leading up to the cool green porch of malachite. Within is a crystal shell shaped like an oyster. O glory of Priapus! O beatitude of the great goddess! Therein is a pearl. O pearl, thou hast come from the majesty of dread Amun-Ra. Then I, the priest, beheld a steady glitter in the heart of the pearl, so bright we could not look. But behold, a blood-red rose upon a rood of glowing gold. So I adored the god Bacchus. Thou art the lover of my god. I, who was priest of Amun-Ra, who saw the Nile flow by for many moons, am the young fawn in the grey land. I will set up my dance in your conventicles, and my secret love shall be sweet among you. Thou shalt have a lover among the lords of the grey land. This shall he bring unto thee, without which all is in vain, a man's life, spilt for thy love on mine altars. Amen. Let it be soon, O God, my God. I ache for thee. I wander very lonely among the mad folk in the grey land of desolation. Thou shalt set up the abominable, lonely thing of wickedness. Oh, joy to lay that cornerstone. I shall stand erect upon the mountains. Only my God shall commune with it. I will build it of a single ruby. It shall be seen from afar off. Come, let us irritate the vessels of the earth. They shall distill strange wine. It grows under my hand. It shall cover the whole heaven. Thou art behind me. I scream with mad joy. Then said Ithuriel the strong, let us also worship this invisible marvel. So they did, and the archangels swept over the heavens, strange and mystic like a yellow priest invoking mighty flights of great grey birds from the north. So do I stand and invoke thee. Let them obscure not the sun with their wings and their clamor. Take away all form and its following. I am still. Thou art like an offspray among the rice. I am the great red pelican in the sunset waters. I am like a black eunuch, and thou art the scimitar. I smite off the head of the light one, the breaker of bread and salt. Yea, I smite, and the blood makes as it were a sunset on the lapis lazuli of the king's bedchamber. I smite, the whole world is broken up into a mighty wind, and a voice cries aloud in a tongue that men cannot speak. I know that awful sound of primal joy. Let us follow on the wings of the gale, even unto the holy house of Hathor. Let us offer the 5 jewels of the cow upon her altar. Again, in an unhuman voice, I rear my Titan bulk into the teeth of the gale, and I smite and prevail and swing me out over the sea. There is a strange, pale god, a god of pain and deadly wickedness. My own soul bites into itself like a scorpion ringed with fire. That pallid god with face averted, that god of subtlety and laughter, that young Doric god, him will I serve. For the end thereof is torment unspeakable. Better the loneliness of the great grey sea. But ill befall the folk of the grey land, my God. Let me smother them with my roses. O thou delicious God, smile sinister. I pluck thee, O my God, like a purple plum upon a sunny tree. How thou didst melt in my mouth, thou consecrated sugar of the stars. The world is all grey before mine eyes. It is like an old wine skin. All the wine of it is on these lips. Thou hast begotten me upon a marble statue, O my God. The body is icy cold with the coldness of 1,000,000 moons. It is harder than the adamant of eternity. How shall I come forth into the light? Thou art he, O God, my darling, my child, my plaything. Thou art like a cluster of maidens, like a multitude of swans on a lake. I feel the essence of softness. I am hard and strong and male, but come thou, I shall be soft and weak and feminine. Thou shalt crush me in the winepress of thy love. My blood shall stain thy fiery feet with litanies of love and anguish. There shall be a new flower in the fields, a new vintage in the vineyards. The bees shall gather a new honey. The poets shall sing a new song. Then shall all this which is written be accomplished. Yea, it shall be accomplished. And that was chapter 3, Liber 7 of the Holy Books of Thelema. So, we did indeed sign a lease for a place in Sacramento. We've never done anything quite scary or heroic in our entire lives, and we haven't moved in 22 years. And we are understandably exhausted, anxious, and completely overwhelmed in getting out of here and getting into our new place. So it's likely that our morning readings will be interrupted at least, or sporadic, but I'll try to be with you every morning. And of course, once we get settled in at the end of the month, we will be doing wonderful things more regularly here, not only in our morning readings, but in Zoom seminars and things like that. So, until tomorrow, sometime tomorrow, I guess, but hopefully at 10 o'clock, continue to be good to yourself and be good to each other. Do what thou wilt shall be the whole of the law. Love is the law, love and do well.